Okay, next question. As an INFJ, I often find that my inner parent, the Unifier, has fallen asleep at the round table or wandered off without my noticing. I want to keep her awake and engaged at our round table, but I'm not sure how to do this. What can I do? Okay, great question. Again, inner parenting question, very similar to, for the INFPs, for working with the pioneer, for the INFJs, which, pioneer is the INFP inner parent, for INFJs, the unifier is the inner parent. So what's really important to understand about this particular challenge with your unifier kind of falling asleep at the table or has wandered off to get a cup of tea and just went missing in action is that the unifier, which of course is outward facing feeling, is really focused on keeping the peace. And that is also true for your inner parent, remember, or your inner family. Remember, you have 4 different people within you. So what we need to look at is one of them is the unifier. And if the other people within you are warring with each other or having challenges with each other or are treating each other with not respect and comfort, then the unifier is likely to want to remove themselves from that whole situation because it's uncomfortable with conflict. So just recognizing that is really important. And once you've recognized that, then we can start looking at things like, okay, the unifier is uncomfortable with conflict. Who are the people who are actually in conflict? So literally take your 4 people within roundtable model, the picture, and imagine what you look like in the different positions. Now, have conversations about the topic. So bring the topic to the center of the table. Then you have the 4 different people around it. And then have conversations or write or, journal on each of those 4 people's perspective on the issue that's being brought to the table. And now you'll start seeing what kind of conflicts or warring or power struggles you might have going around the table. And once you can recognize those power struggles, now you're able to start saying, hey, you know what? Inner child, inner 10-year-old, inner 3-year-old, whatever, you're not actually in charge of this. This is a grown-up matter. So thank you for your input, but we're not going to do what you're, kind of compelled or urged to do without thinking it through and without actually seeing if it's the best thing for ourselves and then for everybody else around us as well. So that's really important. There's a reason why the inner parent, why the unifier is gone missing in action. There's a reason for it. Once you find out what the reason is, and it often is that there's just a power struggle going around the table and he or she or they don't want to engage in that. But once you've recognized why they're missing, now you can bring them back and say, you know what, this person also has needs, this unifier person, and the grown-ups together, so the unifier and your inner your adult self, which is the other grown-up part of you. Those 2 different parts need to make the decision that the unifier's input is actually pivotal and in this inner family, and that they should be welcomed back around the table. So that's what I would say. So just find out, first of all, why they're missing in action. Then secondly, journal on the different 4 people's perspective on the issue that you brought to the table and see where there might be warring or power struggles going on, and then parent those power struggles. Then kind of look for ways to unify the people who are struggling with each other so that they're working towards a common goal. So I hope that answers that question. I know that can be a little bit technical. So if you're not sure what I'm talking about, and if you're a part of our Facebook group, then go to the learning units, and you can find the INFJ and also the INFP roundtable model, as well as the type descriptions. And also, if you're tuning into this video, say on YouTube, and you have no idea what I'm talking about, go on to the INFJ/INFP development group on Facebook, or send us a message at desk@infxproject.com, and we can hook you up with some resources to do with that.